Hey fam, I'm gonna talk about a 90-day couple from 90 Day Fiance, the reality show where Americans and people from other countries connect, they fall in love, they get married, or they try to get married and try to get that visa so that they can be a part of the US. And sometimes it's the other way around where the person from the US ends up becoming a part of their love's country. So that's the plot of 90 Day Fiance, reality show, supposedly real people on TLC. If you're interested, that's where you can find it. But Anali and Clayton, their situation is they've been seeing each other for about 2.5 years. They're supposedly, of course, engaged. She's come to his country at this point because they're going to do their 90-day, which is like 3-month visa trial, where she comes to his country and they try to get everything together so that she can be a US citizen and live with him. So it's a little tricky, their living situation with Anali and Clayton. I think I mentioned in the previous episode. But the thing that I really want to point out in this quick talk and quick take is that Anali's parents, her family, no one knows about Clayton, especially her father, who she's really, really close with. So I don't know what the reasoning is, why she feels that she has to hide him. And they are a couple years into a relationship, which I think that's a long time to kind of hide someone. And you're about to get married to them as well, and you're still hiding them. That's very red flaggish. I'll say blaring red flags and red lights and all of that. So, I'm not sure the reasoning, but I can relate to being in a similar situation to this couple. I was seeing someone that is in another country, but it's really just a hop, skip, and a jump from the US. It's not that far. But they also were keeping me a secret, and their family knew nothing about me, and we were planning a wedding when I found out this information. So they knew nothing about me, and obviously they knew nothing about the wedding. We were going to do something small anyway, but I was like, well, what about your family? Do they know? We're making these plans. And he wasn't really getting into the plans the way that I think someone should if they're getting married. So that was a big sign right there for myself. And I was thinking about my situation and Anali and Clayton and the show on MTV called Help. I'm in a secret relationship. So I said this couple situation is very similar to the MTV show Help, I'm in a Secret Relationship. So maybe they need to go jump from 90 Day and hop onto that show. Who knows? We'll see. I mean, it wouldn't be a bad transition. But I was in another relationship where the person was somewhat entangled, and I didn't know it for quite some time. I was still trying to make things work. I was trying to, see if they could close the door on what they had. So it was kind of messy, and I'm not going to get too much in detail with that. But again, another relationship where first time it was I don't even know why I was a secret. The second time is I knew, but it was an entanglement situation that was a lot more entangled than I realized. So I just wanted to point out this couple because I can relate and connect. And have you ever been in a secret relationship unbeknownst to yourself? I feel like if you are in that situation, if the person has a good reason for why, and in the second situation that I was in, the reason was somewhat understandable, but I think that you can try to work with them considering what the reason is. But come on, he's been waiting for 2.5 years. He's been with her for a while. Their relationship is solid. They're about to get married. Especially at the point you're about to get married, why should you still be a secret with someone? Like, how long are you a secret, and why? So I don't think it's fair to bring somebody into something messy when you know you have a situation and you're going to bring somebody into this and then you're going to hide them. You're going to make them feel insignificant. You're going to make them feel less than. And they didn't even really do anything to warrant this type of situation. And you're just going to make everything about you and what's going on with you. So I think that's a very self-centered mindset when it comes to love and relationships and dating. And if you really love someone, then you're going to say, this is why I'm keeping you a secret. And in some cases, you're going to have to say, I really care about you so much that, I'm just going to have to let you go until I resolve this issue. Because if you're in the middle of an issue and you have to go to those lengths to hide your partner, then you need some work on your life and some work on you. You really don't even need to have a partner at that moment in time if you have to have a secret relationship, and especially if it becomes serious. There's a lot of people having secret relationships, flings on the side, side chicks, that type of thing's been going on. And there are times where the person knows they're the secret. That's a different scenario. I don't think that's good. I don't think that's healthy either. And I don't think it's okay to just accept being that side person and being that secret, because you're worth more than that. Realize your value. Don't stay hidden. And if the person's not willing to work out this secret and this issue, then honestly, you have to make the best decision for you, which is to walk away. You don't want to spend your whole relationship being a secret with someone. In both my relationships, the first one, I kind of was the one that walked away, but because they did not try to make changes, their actions ended the relationship. The second time, this person, they ended the relationship because they weren't ready to be what I needed in the relationship. And I've also, even though they didn't say this, I feel like they weren't ready to move on from their last thing. And I'm sure they had some other things going on and some other behaviors that I may not have been even aware of. And so they could not go further with me. And so they ended things. But whatever the case, whatever way it ends, it's not okay. It's not acceptable to be a secret, in my opinion. And until that person can resolve that secret, I would give them another chance, but I think I would have to step away, depending on the situation scenario, until they get their life together, they get their issues resolved, because I think that's the best thing for them and the best thing for you. Just my thoughts and opinions. I'm hoping that things work out for Anali and Clayton, and all the best to them and all the best to you, those out there looking for love, in situationships, whatever you're in. Sending love and prayers to you. Thanks for hanging out with me, connecting with me right here on CBiz Media. Thank you again. And if you have any comments, questions, you know what to do. You can also email me at cbiztv@yahoo.com. That's CBIZTV@yahoo.com. This is Irene. Thank you and God bless.